go down, go sideways, turn, go the other side, bring my legs out. And then if I want to stretch my back out, I can move this way. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the amazing benefits that I've uncovered. As a writer, I have to sit in a chair, or so I thought, for hours a day to get a new book done, to get my newsletters done, to write my emails, and so on. And I got to thinking, after watching some other videos on sitting on the floor, that I ought to get a floor desk. I put my laptop on the floor and began to sit and write. A lot of things happened. My body got stronger, it got more flexible, it got more mobile, and I found different ways to get up and down from the floor that I would have never uncovered if I wasn't sitting on the floor for 4 to 6 or more hours per day. Now I'm going to go over some of the positions that I sit in. But before I do, there's some advantages to sitting on the floor as opposed to sitting in a chair. The first one is that you increase blood circulation throughout all the joints of the body, because when you're on the floor, you have to continually move your legs, your feet, your buttocks, and get into different positions. When you're in a chair, you're for the most part locked in one position. And this starts to cause your body to deteriorate. So let's go through some of these positions that I get into while I'm sitting on the floor doing my writing. This is one of the main positions that I get into. Now, I can also put my feet underneath the desk. It's got space to do that. Or I can bring my legs out wide. I can also bring one foot in and lean into what I'm writing, or writing with my pen. I do both. Then after sitting in this half triangle position for a period of time, start feeling a little uncomfortable, so I switch and I go to the other side. I can wiggle my feet and move in here. I can turn from side to side and twist. Anytime I get a little bit uncomfortable, can wiggle a little bit or change to another position. Maybe I go into this Burmese lotus position and I'll sit here for a while as I write, or as I'm talking on the phone with someone. Now, from time to time, I get up off the floor. So there are ways to do this that I never really thought about before. I put one fist down and then I push and come up this way. Then when it's time to go back down to the floor, I squat, put one fist down, and there's a half-legged squat, and then I get into another position. I might sit with both of my feet at 45-degree angles this way, then switch and go to the other side. Then I can move, oscillate back and forth this way. I can pull one foot in, have it next to the other foot, or I can slide my left foot in and put this foot in front. Then I got to get up again. How am I going to get up? This time without using any hands. That's one way. Squat. Then you start realizing, do I have to use a hand? Well, no. I can just squat this way and move. Constantly moving my body. Coming up into the seiza position that I began in. Can sit here. Or if I want to stretch my toes, I can come into this position and sit for a while. All of these different possibilities, leaning back. Some of them I'm not going to do while I'm writing. It's kind of hard to write if I'm moving from side to side. But when I'm talking to a client on the phone, or I'm doing a Zoom call with a client or with a group, I can be on the floor the whole time and moving into and out of these positions. From the Seiza position, I can come up to a midway point, put a foot down, push up, come back down the same way, come up again. I showed you the cross-legged squats in a previous video. So I can also from here go forward, go down, go sideways, turn, go the other side, bring my legs out. And then if I want to stretch my back out, I can move this way. So half of these I'm doing while writing, and half I'm doing while engaged in other business activities. But do I really need to sit in a chair and cause my body to prematurely age? Moreover, can I regenerate my body by sitting on the ground, making contact with the earth? All these different positions. Now you start playing around and you realize, here, pull it in, go the other side, pull it in, one forward, one here, stand up, go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could just sit this way, cross-legged, if I wanted, or get it nice and tight here and go into this Burmese lotus position here. Then you can practice leaning forward, back and forth. What happens is your whole day becomes sort of a workout without you working out. Just by sitting on the floor, you energize your body, you make yourself stronger, more pliable, more flexible, and then when it comes time to do your workout, you'll notice that you can do things at a higher level than you were doing them before. One note of caution. In the beginning, I didn't start with 4 to 6 hours a day. That was not my intention. My intention was just do this for an hour a day. And the reason is your spinal erectors, they're going through more tension than they normally do when you're sitting in a chair and you're leaned back and you don't have to use those muscles at all. But as you do this, you'll find that you can be fairly fatigued. It passes in a few days, and then you're easily able to do 4 to 6 or 8 hours a day and think nothing of it. That's what I uncovered in a mere 2 weeks of this. So I'm looking forward to what is next. It's only going to get better. Whereas when you're sitting in a chair, especially a comfortable chair, and you have your back resting against that chair, your body is deteriorating day by day. You may not notice it, but I can assure you, you get to a certain age and what you saw me doing earlier in this video, you'll have trouble doing or you can't do it all.